Hey, have you ever sailed into Cancun, Mexico? We are here. Now the job of getting a new rudder.
Previously on Trio.
Hey Trio Tribe, welcome back. Last time on Trio, with bad weather coming, we moved SE3 to a more protected anchorage around the western tip of Cuba. And then, some friendly fishermen dropped by for a visit and invited us for lunch and a really cool tour of the remote home on stilts over the water. This time on Trio, it's time to say a fond farewell to Cuba and set sail to cross the busy Yucatan Passage. In 24 hours after clearing out of Cuba, we hope to arrive safely at Isla Mujeres, Mexico.
We did it! Tip to tip on the southern coast of Cuba, and now it's time to say adios, amigos! We are heading to Mexico. Hasta la vista, baby! It's our last day in Cuba, and we are coming up to Los Moros, the marina. When we say marina in Cuba, don't have high expectations. This is like a cement pier coming out. A couple people in there, we can see them on land. So hopefully we can clear out fine here. We're with our buddy boat Sandy Feet. I'm gonna drop the hook right around them, and hopefully there's no dramas about getting out of here. This is not pretty when you only have one rudder to go backwards. You go a bit sideways. And one engine, yeah. But we've got it mastered now, I think. Just in time to get our rudder back and an engine. Good job. Yep. Alright, let's go in and check this place out.
Leave Sandy Feet, Brad. Laura, if you could give Brad a container, I have some cookies for you guys. The boys are still actually on the beach, so they're calling from the radio, but we will definitely do that. Thank you. Yep, no problemo.
Okay, so we just checked out here at Marina Gaviota. And we have to wait for immigration. Chris is baking cookies. There's our boats out in the bay. I know. I'm like, what's going on with those guys? So Cole and I are hanging out in the restaurant here at Marina Gaviota. Look at all the cool flags.
We did it! Tip to tip on the southern coast of Cuba, and now it's time to say adios, amigos! We are heading to Mexico. Hasta la vista, baby! 110 miles with one engine and one rudder. Should be no sweat after doing 1,000 miles down the south coast of Cuba. But we've got our fingers crossed still. We're traveling with our buddy boats on Sandy Feet. And we're hoping to be there in 24 hours. So stay tuned.
What's that? Do you have a two? We're playing Go Fish over the radios.
You have a
Don't tell them what my cards are. I do not go fish. Kind of difficult to play.
Oh, I got 2-7.
Good for you.
Okay, you'll go.
Do you have a three?
No. You have a queen?
No.
Oh, I
I just got another point and the first queen was my last card, so I'm out. I win.
Dang it!
I lose. Those are my cards. Okay, I have a 3, 2, ace, and 10.
Not only is the Yucatan Passage a busy marine traffic way for large cargo vessels, it's full of current. Current flows north at up to 2 knots here. This is a lot for sailboats that sail at an average of 6 knots. We are aiming southwest for Cozumel, with the theory that the current will crab us north over the estimated 24 hours and will arrive safely at Isla Mujeres.
A lot of shipping traffic out here in the Yucatan Passage, and I just was on the phone with the VHF, Boater's phone, hailing the SCL and Lisa. And he's just passing in front of us right now. That's him right there. So he's about a mile, 3/4 of a mile ahead of us. So I called and told him that we were reduced ability to maneuver and that we had a damaged rudder, well, missing a rudder. I just said that we had damaged rudders, and he said, understood, we'll adjust accordingly. So there he is. And there's another 3 or 4 AIS targets that are all big cargo ships and tankers.
That was really good. Tell them that you're doing a message in the bottle in the Yucatan because the channel got lots of current. You're hoping it'll end up somewhere interesting. Okay, so message in a bottle number 2. We are doing this in the Yucatan Passage on our way to Mexico with 1 rudder and 1 engine. And there's so much current here that I want to see what it sends up. Got the email address inside, a Trio Travels card, and some stuff about my life. Send us a message if you get it. Alright, here it goes. Here it goes. Woo! Go somewhere, guys! Well, that should be fun.
I hope somebody responds.
Yeah, right? I wonder which one will show up first.
The waves are getting so big, one just came up and soaked the flag. Completely soaked the flag.
I heard it coming. It's one of those waves you don't want to turn around for.
Slowing us down a lot too.
Dolphins! They're everywhere! There's so many! It's difficult getting up here. Woohoo! Wow! Look at them go! Put on a show! Wow! and the tramp hold them on. Probably safer than me. Yeah. Wow, they are so fast. It's like rockets. Oh, those ones are jumping. Holy cow, that's a wicked bamboo pole. Even out here, you gotta keep your eyes out.
Six knots of wind.
Yeah, we're losing our wind big time. Only 5.7, 6 knots of wind. Ugh. Just when you feel like you're getting somewhere. Oops. There we are, almost dead in the middle of the Yucatan Channel.
Yeah.
We're like dead in the middle. There's Cuba, and there's Mexico. So far, we're not feeling the current pushing us north, which is good because we're still about even with Isla Mujeres. We need to be south of it before we get that current pushing us north, otherwise we'll miss it. So we've been shooting towards Cozumel to make up for it. With one engine, we wouldn't be able to beat back down into the current.
These are our spreader lights. It's about 1 in the morning. But it feels like daylight. LED lights. We're starting to turn down wind for Isla Mujeres, and main is starting to steal the wind from the jib. All right, back to the cockpit. You see Cancun coming into this picture. It's about 4 in the morning. I'm sure the camera can't pick me up because it's so dark. But we're about 3-4 hours from Mexico still. But there's a gorgeous cruise ship going by us. It's called the Carnival Paradise, and it's beautifully lit up. And all I can smell in the air right now is bacon, sausages, and I think pancakes. Because we're downwind of the cruise ship, and I think they're starting up their breakfast menu for all their passengers that'll be waking up in an hour or two, because it's just wafting through the air. Maple syrup maybe? Yum, it's making me hungry. Well, we're still under full main and full jib, which has worked out really well for us tonight. Have the engine going because we need it, as always, to flow over the rudder, the one rudder we have, so we can maintain steerage under the autopilot. Not much longer, and we'll be there. Chris has got champagne on ice. Actually, a special bottle of champagne, thanks to Tony and Monique and TJ of Puerto Rico, that gave us a really special bottle of champagne for a special occasion. We're excited to crack it open when we reach Mexico. We've been surrounded by lightning tonight, but not one squall and nothing close enough so we can hear thunder. So, hey, have you ever sailed into Cancun, Mexico? We have. Here we are, we're arriving at Cancun. Behind me is Isla Mujeres. We are here. Now the job of getting a new rudder, 2 new rudders because they're going to do 2, and a new engine. But we did it, 1,000 miles. It was kind of a challenging night. The seas were pretty big, and we had current against us, with one engine. We had it cranked in the end, and the sails up. The wind went light. We were doing 1 knot. 1 knot. We thought we were going to be there for forever. But we're here. I'll give you an update when we get into our anchorage. We got a little escort in case we bump in the sides with our limited, reduced ability to maneuver. These guys are going to bump us along through the channel. Here's where we go.
Well, that's it for this season and our adventures in Cuba. I can't believe it's over. 21 episodes, over 1,000 miles of the amazing south side of Cuba, and all the adventures that we've had there. It's been an incredible ride. So much has happened this season. So many ups and so many downs. I might just have to do a recap. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed following this little family of 3 and the adventures that we've had together. I know we've enjoyed sharing. But hey, stay tuned because the adventure is far from over. We've got lots to do here in Mexico. 2 new rudders for Saltair 3, a new engine, maybe 2. And there's lots to see while we're here as well. Eventually, when SE3 is all fixed up and ready to go, we'll set sail for Belize and Guatemala, and we'll begin sharing our sailing adventures in those exotic places too. A big thanks to our fans, especially those of you that sent and continue to send so many positive vibes our way. And a very special thanks to our patrons. Without your kind support, sharing the adventure would be a challenge. And I think we've had more than our share of challenges. You guys really keep the videos coming. So till next time, on Trio. Cheers, everybody.
So I guess that's where we're going to be living for a while when we haul out to fix our rudder and our engine. Huh. Yes, that will be fun getting in there. Look at how narrow that is. Do we even fit? Oh, those catamarans fit, so we'll fit.